Hey guys, I wanted to try something new. Instead of posting all my matches, I wanted to post them all, but I wanted to put an analysis in with each match so that way you can kind of get context of what I was trying to do, and then I could kind of give hints for what I could have done better or what I should have done better. But to get started, this is the 176 amateur left class. I wasn't even supposed to be in the left-hand class, but I ended up getting bracketed for it. So I just went up to the table. I didn't had no idea who this guy was. His name is Stephen Briggs. He's from Rhode Island. It's his second ever tournament, but I had no idea who he was. I just gripped up with him, and I felt that his arm was really strong. So I wanted to go completely outside with him, see if I could take his hand. So you're gonna see me trying to set up a top roll with him.
Come on, Sonny. Come on, Sonny. Go, Sonny. Get in there.
So as you can see in the setup, he kind of got over my hand, but my pronation held, so I was able to get the slip. So in the strap, I just wanted to load up my pronation, really load my rise, and see if I could take his hand. And if I could finish with top roll pressure, I'd go for it. But if not, my secondary option was to get into a press.
Sonny, get in there, Sonny. Hold on, Sonny. Hold on. Go, Sonny, go. Come on, Sonny. Come on, Sonny. Hang in there. Keep your pressure on.
So as you can see, I have mostly hand control, but I made one pivotal mistake. This sliding regrip, I went a little too far under, and I let him get in a press position. And if we were more equal in strength, I definitely would have lost. But other than that, I couldn't finish him with top roll pressure, so I had to transition to the side, and then I felt really connected to go through him. My next opponent is Alex Bushy, who's out of New Hampshire. I've gone against Alex before on the right, but I've never gone with him on the left. And his father, Timothy Bushy, is very dominant on the left hand. So I was a little nervous gripping up with him because he felt pretty strong, but I felt like I had the height advantage, so I was pretty confident to try to roll through him with the top roll.
Ready to go. Come on, Sonny! Get in there, Natalino! Come on, Sonny! Down, Bubba! All the way! Keep your pressure!
So I get the high hand on him. I couldn't go through him with the top roll, so I tried going for a press. Couldn't get it. So then on the second time, I was like, you know what? Let me try some Bob Brown trickery. Go for the double hit. Go halfway down the press, and then immediately change pressure and roll out in a top roll and see if I can get him. And I was able to. So my next opponent is Christopher Thompson, who's from Granite Arms in New Hampshire. So Chris is someone I've kept a very close eye on because last year at Ronny Bean, he beat me in an absolute crazy hook war, and I've been wanting to redeem that loss ever since. But I've seen that Chris has gotten really strong this past year. I'm always watching the Granite Arm practice videos. I saw he got Sam Mitchell in a practice once. I know he was king of the table and Sam was fatigued, but, you know, getting any kind of win on Sam, practice, tired or not, is really impressive because I know there's no way I could have done that. So I kind of went into this match thinking I was going to lose, but I was setting up to go inside with him. I wanted to see if I could get him another hook war. But as you can see, Chris controlled all the fundamentals off go and went through me. Next opponent is Stephen Briggs' father. I didn't know what his name was. He has it registered as Briggs Jr. But setting up with him, his arm felt really strong. I made the mistake of letting him grip up really high on me. You can see his knuckles, his index knuckles a lot higher than mine. But I just kind of had the same strategy of I was going to try to roll out, climb over the top of him, and see if I could top roll his hand. As you can see, he wins center, but I stop him with pronation and back pressure, and I'm able to climb over his hand. So at this point, I'm trying to knock him out of his shoulder angle because I want to try to press him because I can tell that my fingers are able to get higher than him. but he's also pressing back. His arm is really strong, so I'm having problems. I'm just kind of holding on to pronation. I do that little slick move to try to get my shoulder in, see if I can press him, but I can't. My fingers are interlocked with him, so it's really awkward. I should have slipped here, and I'm not sure why I didn't. I think like in the heat of the moment, I was having some type of ego battle where I wanted to press him because he was trying to do it to me, and I usually don't have issues pressing people when I'm over their hand like that, but as you can see, he's really on my bottom two fingers. It's wasting a lot of energy. It was just a complete waste of time. I don't know why I held on so, as long as I did, but at this point, we slip out and go to straps. So in the straps, he gets to go, and we get a restart, but I noticed that his wrist folded back, my pronation was engaged, and I realized that I can beat him off the go if I'm quick enough, so I just want to try to take his hand and go to the side as quick as I can, get him palm up, finish him with a top roller press. So off go, I just surge to the side. I should have regripped here, but I didn't. I'm just trying to get him with side pressure alone and pronation. I get him really close. I try to regrip here, but he kind of climbs and he does like a dragon flop. And I realize that I need to put my foot on the table and engage some side pressure. If I can finish him with a top roll, I will, but if not, I got to transition the press. And I get him with the press. So after winning my way out of the loser's bracket, here I am again with Chris in the finals. So this time I'm just trying to secure my shoulder angle, gain more depth, and start with a little more cup and hopefully be able to get my lock in and get a good match in with Chris.
Come on, Sonny!
As you can see, Chris is just way too strong. I should have tried top roll in that tournament. I don't know why. I think I was just very fixated on trying to get him in a hook because of last year's Ronny Bean. But he closed the gap on me pretty hard there. I'm really impressed because I know I've gotten really strong this past year too. So any 176 pro guys better be looking out for Chris in the future because I think he's going to be a problem. So going on to 176 amateur rights. I'm going against my teammate Ed. We both agreed to just start in the strap. I usually beat Ed in practice. He beat me for the longest time, but I've gotten strong enough to the point where I can beat him pretty comfortably. So I didn't want to hurt either of us, so I just kind of wanted to get comfortable and start slow.
Come on, Sonny. Get in there, Ed!
So this is me against Briggs Jr. on the right. He feels the exact same on the right as he does his left, same strengths, but this time I feel a little more prepared. I have my foot up on the table because I want to have more side pressure off go. I unfortunately still gave him that index knuckle, so he wins center, but I climb over the top, and I'm just trying to knock him out of his shoulder angle. That way I can get in a comfortable press position. And the only thing is that I'm kind of on his fingers, so I'm going to slip. So I'm trying to get a little bit more of a grip on his hand. I'm kind of getting some depth there. But he's worried that his wrist is going to break. So I asked him if he wants to just go to the strap. He said no. So I'm just trying to comfortably press him without hurting him or at least get a slip. So that got called a win. I thought it was a slip, but I was fine with it being a win. So this is me against Stephen Briggs on the right hand. He feels really strong, but I felt really comfortable in the setup. I got a lot of depth. I had my shoulder angle. I'm waiting for the ready go.
Ready, go! Go, Sonny!
So he got a good grip on my thumb, and he just commits sideways and throws his shoulder in. I tried rolling out at the end, but he just went through me very easily. So this is me against Chris on the right hand. So last year at Ronny Bean, I tried top rolling Chris, and he went through my hand like butter. It was one of the most embarrassing losses I've had. So this year, I was just committing to a hook, see if I can make it arm on arm, and hopefully avenge one of my losses to Chris. Ready, go! He unfortunately just had a little bit of a battle with Briggs Jr. on the right, so I think he was a little bit gassed, but I was just committed to trying to get him in a hook. So after winning the loser's bracket, I'm in the finals against Stephen Briggs once again. This time I'm trying to load into his hand. I want to go outside, see if I can climb over the top or maybe get a strap. I just don't want him to get connected in his arm.
Come on, Sonny!
Too much side pressure. I think maybe if I would have tried gripping him and dragging him down so he couldn't open his arm, I might have been able to stop it, but he just had so much side pressure, and I think it's so impressive that he only weighs like 160 pounds. It's his second ever tournament. I think he has a lot of potential. Once he can get some of the form down better, I think he's going to be a real problem in that division. So that does it. That was Ronnie Bean. It wasn't as stacked as it was last year. Last year it was a crazy turnout with a lot of killers, but this year it wasn't too bad. It was a really good time. I personally made the trip after a 2-hour arm workout the night before, and I decided, me and my buddy John, at 10 p.m., we were like, hey, do you want to make the drive? I was like, I kind of want to go to this tournament, so we ended up doing it. I originally wasn't even going to compete left hand because every tournament I keep end up popping my UCL, so I didn't want to pull left, but they ended up bracketing me for it anyway. And ironically, I didn't get injured, and I was really excited, but I just had like a little practice yesterday, and I ended up popping my UCL pretty bad, so now my left's out of commission again, so I guess it didn't really matter, but um, no, it was a good time. It definitely gave me confidence to jump up from amateur to semi-pro. I don't think I'm pro yet. I definitely think I lack the strength and I lack the tournament experience. I think I am a smart puller, but I just, practicing versus tournaments is very different. You got a lot of adrenaline, other variables to consider, and I don't think I'm experienced in that sense, but I definitely am excited for semi-pro for like the 154s, and depending how good I do in that, I'll probably jump up 176 semi-pro, and if I end up beating that, then I think I'm ready for at least the 154 pros, and I'll see how I do by then. But I think that'll be probably like a year or two from now. I'm really gonna focus on just bulking up this spring or this winter, just get as strong as I can. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this type of video. It's a little bit different than what I'm normally just posting, like all my matches and stuff. So I wanted to try something a little different. And I think I'll probably do this from now on for most of my tournaments. But thanks for watching.